guys, welcome back to the channel. We are heading out in the Ford Maverick because we have some service that needs to be done. All of you guys who have been on the channel with me for a while know that when I first got my Maverick, I got 1,000 miles on it, and then I changed the oil myself. However, one of those things that I did purchase when I went to pick up my Maverick, I didn't buy all those extra special bronze, silver, or gold extended warranties. I've never done that, and I've always done my own oil changes. But for this vehicle, I thought it would be a good idea, just for convenience sake, to purchase the free lifetime for lifetime oil changes. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll get in the vehicle and I'll tell you some other things while we are on our way. Okay guys, first and foremost, just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I haven't been dropping a lot of content lately. It's been a pretty busy time for me. Yeah, it's just been busy. You know, this is the time of year folks get sick. I generally don't get sick very often, but I've been a little under the weather. But that being said, we're heading out today. This is election day, all of you guys. I hope you are out voting. I hope you've already voted. I hope you're going to vote at all. I know sometimes the pickings seem a little slim, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, because if you don't do anything, then you can't complain about much. So we're on our way. We've been out and voted this morning. Started to do a ride-along video with my mom, like I do sometimes in midweek. But mom was a little bit ticked off with us because she wanted to go and vote for the president. And of course, as you guys know, we're not electing a president right now. And that's all I'm going to say about politics for this video. But mom was a little upset because she wanted to go early this morning. She was up at 6 o'clock in the morning, raring to go and vote. So we got her, and she was upset with us because we didn't get there early in the morning. So she's going to be all right. But she was just a little bit irritated with us. She'd been up probably since about 2 or 3 o'clock this morning getting ready to go vote. God bless her. So what we're going to do this morning, we're heading out to get the oil changed in the Maverick. Now, I did purchase the lifetime oil changes. You know this, and all of you all who have purchased vehicles in the past are going to know this, but maybe there's some people who are tuning in that are not aware of some of the things that will be asked of you when you go to pick up your new Maverick. They're going to hit you with all these services that they want you to purchase: extended warranties, underneath body corrosion packages, even packages to keep your interior and exterior shining and all that good stuff. Now, if you guys know me at all, you know that I generally don't purchase any of those things because I do all of that stuff myself. Sorry, that's just the way I am. I've always worked on all of my vehicles, and I was not going to change. Sorry, we're going across the railroad tracks. I was not going to change just for the sake of this vehicle. So nothing is any different than what I would normally do. However, some of my opinions have changed based on previous videos that some of you guys tuned in for when we did a recall as far as the gas tank, some of the shenanigans that we had to deal with as far as service departments in different dealerships. Not going to throw any shade or even get back to that, but having already purchased the lifetime oil changes, I'm now obligated to myself to go get my oil changed at a dealership, and the dealership that I bought my Ford Maverick also owns other dealerships, for instance Buick, Subaru, and things like that. I don't have a Ford dealership that is owned by the dealership that I bought mine from in this area, so I have to take my vehicle in to a dealership that is not Ford to get the oil change. How do I feel about that? Well, it's not like there's any other option, unless I want to drive an hour in one direction or the other to a dealership that sells Ford that also is the name of the dealership where I bought mine. So we're heading out to get an oil change, and I'm gonna let you guys know what the experience was before and after. Now, I thought to make an appointment, as it is generally expected here in the environment that we're in, but when I called this particular dealership, they said, when would you like it? Would you like to come in today? And I was like, sure. So they gave me a time. They said 2 o'clock. I said, I'll be there. So we'll see how this goes. I still feel some kind of way because I'm used to doing my own oil changes. I've always done my own oil changes. I don't like the fact that some places you go to, and you all know what I'm talking about, they put the filter on so tight that no one can get it off without some type of means other than your hands, which you're not surely should never have it on that tight. Also, the fact that stuff happens when other people change my oil that doesn't happen when I do it. Like, for instance, the shield that's under there, the dust shield, aerodynamic shield, whatever you want to call it, I take it off and I put it back the same way it came on. I'm very careful about that. None of my bolts that hold those up are stripped out. They're all in there. And I'm saying this because I've had experiences in the past when they don't put stuff back the way that they're supposed to. And then when you call them on it, they say it was like that when we pulled it off. So this is going to be a test. I'm the guinea pig for you guys. We'll see how this goes. Will it be a A+ or an F? That's going to be the grading scale. So we're going to pull in here to this dealership. It's a Subaru dealership. They told me to be there about 2 o'clock. I'm going to get there a little bit early so I can show them my credentials, which gets me an oil change and rotation, I guess, for free. But then, was it free? No, you actually paid for it. Now, it really wasn't. I mean, if you do the math, if I keep this car for, say, 4 years, the oil, what I paid for this, don't ask me. I know it wasn't much because I decided I wasn't going to pay for any extras. So I want to say it was like $400. And if you've bought any oil lately, that's about 10 oil changes, really. So maybe it'll pay for itself. We'll see. Maybe I'll be so irritated that I'll never take it back to the dealer again. Then I will have wasted my money. But I'm doing all this stuff a little differently, and you guys get to see what I experience, and you'll know or have an idea of what you do and don't want to do. Now, some of you guys are going to just automatically take your vehicles back to the dealership or some other place to get the oil changed anyway. So that's not going to be, it's going to be a no-brainer for you guys. But for those guys like myself who have always changed their own oil, who have always felt more confident in doing it themselves, then maybe this will help or not for you. So we're going to pause it and we're going to go in, and I'll let you know how everything went. Okay guys, we are pulling into the Subaru of Fredericksburg to get some service work done. We'll let you know how it goes. Okay guys, we are back in the car, and I'm not sure my impression. Maybe my expectations are higher than what they should be. I am happy that my state inspection, which is required here in Virginia, was included, and they did that. Appreciated that. And they did my oil change, oil and filter, which I'm also glad to get that done. Maybe my expectation was time-wise, thinking of something different. If I call a service place and ask, can you service my vehicle? My expectation is, if you tell me, yes, bring it right on in. What time do you want me to bring it in? And they tell you what time they want you to bring it there. My expectation is that they have an opening, and if I get there at the time that they tell me to come, then that's when the service will begin, either there or shortly thereafter. For an oil change, and let's be clear, I used to work in the auto industry, and I did Virginia state inspections for a big number of years, and I also have done oil changes. I worked in a service center where we do oil changes, all those things. That's why I do those things myself. But I arrived at the dealership at 1:45, and I am in my vehicle right now, and it is about 3 minutes to 4. So maybe my expectations were too high as far as time, but if everything is done well, I would say, yeah, maybe I'm nitpicking, maybe I'm complaining, and I'm really not complaining. I'm just saying my expectations were to be out within at least an hour and a half. That would have been, I would say, even an hour. I mean, because the state inspection, you already got the vehicle up in the air. It's a brand new, practically brand new vehicle, and you're doing the oil change. So we used to do those things in succession. I'm not sure how they're done nowadays, but I don't know. Maybe my expectations are high. You guys comment on this one. Tell me what you think. Is let's see, 1:45 to 2:45, 2:45 to 3:45. Is 2 hours and 10 minutes too long to wait for a state inspection and an oil change on a brand new vehicle? You guys let me know. But I do these things and report back to you guys, so you know what to expect. You don't get surprised because you've already seen that guy, this guy on YouTube, who brings you all of the information, all of the things that happen in the adventures of this Ford Maverick, which we call Pepper. Why Pepper? Yes, because it is hot pepper red metallic. For all you guys who may have an Area 51 or a Velocity Blue, maybe your Maverick is called Velocity, maybe it's called 51, I don't know. But this is Pepper. So we're heading back home. I'd hope to get some rest because I told you guys I was not feeling well, and I'm still going to do that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Know that we do have the Maverick meetup coming up in about 20 days or so. Yeah, on the 26th of this month at Dixon Park in Fredericksburg, Virginia, from 11 to 1:30 p.m. We're going to have the Maverick meetup. There are a number of folks already signed up to come. I hope everybody shows up, but however many show up, we're going to have a good time. So remember that we are giving an award for the long distance, the person who travels the longest distance to the Maverick meetup, and the person that has the best appearing Maverick. Now, not necessarily the cleanest Maverick. Maybe it has more doodads and gadgets, and I don't know. However, you guys are going to be the judge, not me. And by the way, my Maverick will not be entered into that. This is just for viewers, folks that tune into the channel. So thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one.